Hello YouTube and welcome to lesson 5 of the Adobe Edge Animate tutorial series. So today we're going to look at how to use the properties panel inside of Adobe Edge Animate. So once I create new over here and you get the canvas over there, so what happens is that you can actually create some shapes just like this. And once you create shapes, that on the left side you can see that there are various options which you can use, and you can add in keyframes to all of this like in other animation softwares like Flash or Adobe After Effects. So right now it's on always on, so I can turn it off, so that actually turns off the shape, and on actually turns on the shape. So always on actually turns on the shape forever. So you can also, like, let's say enable hidden scroll auto if you want to enable or disable the scroll bar once the web page starts. So this one over here is the opacity of the shape, and over here is the transition mode, that's the motion and motion path. We're going to talk about motion path animation in further lessons, and these are global positions, and these are applied positions which you can use later on, just like that. You can choose the colors from over here, so you can choose any color over here, and also add in sample colors so that you can pick the colors later on once the project moves on. And if you want to add in gradients, so you can use gradients. You can use regular gradients, no fill color gradients, regular gradients, or radial gradients as per your choice. And over here you can use dashed or dotted lines over here, so you can increase the size, the dotted lines over here. You can also add in dashed lines or solid lines, or even different types of none lines over here, just like that. You can also increase and decrease the pixel size of that dotted lines over here. So you can increase the size just like this, and you can skew the size as well. You can skew it from this side as well. You can change the origin points, so that's like the pivot points. You can also rotate that around. You can see that this is the origin point over here, and if you were to change the origin point, then you can rotate around from that axis just like that. Alright, so that's how it works. So you can even change the cursor if you're using the click. Right now it's on auto, and if I were to select this, and whenever you go to the browser and hover over here, the mouse icon actually changes according to what you choose over here as well. So the programming code is actually automatically entered over here. So let's go to the further lessons, further options over here. So there's corners over here on the side. So if you were to increase the corner, click and drag this, you can see that it actually has let's say smooth edges just like this. You can enable and disable the pixel just like this, like one. If you click 1, then it actually just affects this size over here, and then if you were to click 4, then you can have individual sizes for each of the corners just like this. And if you have to have 8, then it actually changes a side of that corner just like that. So these are how you control the corners, and again you can animate this on however you want by clicking on the keyframe right here. So there's a shadow over here. So in order to enable shadows, just click on the shadow handle over here, and it'll enable the shadows, and you can change the shadows as per your liking right here. So you can have inner shadows or outer shadows just like that. You can also add in filters, so you can invert the colors just like this. So you can invert the colors overall. You can change the hue, you can change the contrast, the saturation, you can even increase the amount of blur, just like this according to what you need. So this can also be animated, so which is cool. So clip is, if you were to enable clip, so it'll actually clip out the portion of the image. So if you were to click and drag, you can see that it'll clip out the portion of the image, and there you go. That's how you can also add in title to this. Like, let's say this is shape 1, so you can also add in HTML tag titles over here, so that it'll be easier for you to control in the accessibility right there. So now this is how you can change the properties inside of Adobe Edge Animate. Hope you guys learned something as always, and as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.